Hello everyone. So please turn on your face cam so we can see what you're doing. And I guess we can start with introductions. So say your name, like where do you live? Because I'm pretty sure we are all in different states. Um, what grade you're in, and just a fun fact about you. I'm Wade. Did I say grade? Well, I'm Wade. I'm going into my junior year of high school, which is the third year, 11th grade. I live in California, and I've played flute since the fourth grade. And Jane, you can go next.
Okay. Hi, I'm Jane. I live in America. I'm in fifth grade, and a fun fact about me is that I like hearing rain.
Oh, sorry, you're a bit like quiet or something. Like I couldn't hear you well. What did you like?
I I like the rain.
Oh, rain. Yeah, rain's really cool. Benjamin, you can go next.
This summer break, I'm gonna be in fifth grade. I live in the USA, California, Folsom. And a fun fact about me is I play the piano I started playing the piano from now all the way to 5 years old.
Have you played flute before, or is it just piano?
Piano.
Hmm. And the person whose screen name is just parent, who are you? And can you do your introduction? Hmm. Okay, it's okay if you don't. Um, yeah, you, the person who just DM'd me. The person, taking the class to learn flute. Alright, if not, that's fine, so I guess we'll, get started then. Does everyone have their flutes with them? Alright, Jane, is it okay if you guys turn off your backgrounds because it like kind of cuts out the flute a bit, so it
Okay.
makes it hard to like see. And Benjamin, you have your flute too, right? All right. All right. So, do you guys know how to put together your flutes yet? Like the right way and um all right, I'll just start from the beginning then. So, this is my flute case and every flute case can look a little differently. So if you don't know how to open it or anything, just ask. But all right, for mine, I have actually two cases. There's like a zipper thing, and there's an inner case, and I can open it like that. And you have three pieces for your flute. Uh, this one is called the body piece because it's in the middle, and you have the head joint because it's at the top, sort of, and the head's on the top part of your body. And then the foot joint because the foot's on the lower part of your body. All right, and there's a few important things you need to know when putting together your flute. For for the connection you make on your foot joint, you can think of it as like a lollipop. So you can see that this key and this like rod here sort of makes a lollipop shape, so you want to line that up. And that's because you want to put your fingers like this, so your pinky goes there, and that's made possible by making that sort of lollipop shape. And then with your head joint, that little hole needs to be lined up with the bottom of your lollipop, so you can kind of like close one eye and line up over there. All
Can
right.
you show the bottom part again?
Yeah, sure. You can see like this thing. Tell me when you're done.
So is it like this then?
Let me see. Turn it a bit up. I think you have it like I think you have this and this together. You actually want like to be a bit out of an angle to have this rod here lined up with this.
So wait, can you is it like this then?
Yeah, I think so. That looks alright.
Okay.
You just want to be comfortably able to like hit that pinky key thing when you're doing the flute.
Okay, and is the head like this hole like that?
Yeah, alright. So, you guys don't know what tuning is, but so I'll have to teach you later, but for now, just remember, pretty much never put your flute all the way in. You actually have to leave like a tiny bit of a gap. I don't know if you can see it well, but like this part is a tiny bit brighter than this part, and that means there's that tiny bit of gap that I can push push in. And when you are pushing in, you want to twist because that makes it easier to slide things in and out. And remember, line up the whole of your flute with the bottom of your lollipop. Or you could use your keys because those work too. All right. Does anyone know how to actually make a note yet, or is this just your first time playing? All right, Jane.
So I've practiced a little bit, so I can make a note, but it'll like take some tries before I get it.
Yeah, that's definitely really normal for playing flute the first time. So I guess we'll start with Jane as an example, but do you know how to put your fingers on the keys?
No, not really.
All right. So there's this specific way you want to put your fingers on the keys, and yeah, I'll have this recording up, so if you don't remember, you can go back to the recording or just Google how do I put my fingers on the keys or something. And oh, by the way, a lot of flutes are just a bit different. You can see that mine has holes on it. That's intentional, and mine has a third note pad thing down here, and that's normal. And that it's yellow. Are you raising your hand, Benjamin, or are you just pointing?
Nothing.
All right. So, okay. So what you do is this very first one, and you skip it and go to the next one, and you can see because like these two are connected. So when you move this, it moves that anyways. So that's one. And where I would have these two holes, you skip one, two, three, and then pinky on that pinky thing. And then on the
Wait,
back side,
can you show it once again?
yeah. So for your left hand, one, two, three, pinky. So it'd be first one, skip, skip, two, three, pinky.
Wait, so is it like this then? So this is one. Wait, no. Skip the first one. This is one, two.
Wait, let me think. Are you holding your flute backwards? Something looks off. Yeah,
That? Oh.
yeah, it looks like this. Am I mirrored? Which way is my which way am I pointing right
This
now?
is the oh. You are pointing to the left.
Oh, okay, yeah, it's mirrored. I'm supposed to be pointing to the right. Okay. So yeah, that's gonna be a bit weird. I guess you just kind of have to deal with it being
Can
mirrored.
you like unmirror, like if you go to the video settings?
Yeah, I'll try that again. I've tried it before, but it didn't fix. Settings. It would probably be in video. Okay. Is it fixed?
No.
Hmm. Yeah, it's really weird because like it'll mirror on for me it looks like it's mirrored, but it doesn't look like it's mirrored for everyone else. It's really annoying. Okay, so Valentina Cheng here, she's my sister and she's kind of here for like, I don't know, tech support or anything if like anything happens. So yeah, sure, you can help, see if there's anything you can do.
But the thing is,
Oh,
how you
teacher's
hold the flute.
assistants, I guess. Okay.
So how you hold the flute? You're not supposed to hold it like this or like this. Okay. One hand, so the thing, your left hand. I know. Well, I don't know which one it looks like, but your left hand goes under the flute. Okay. You don't have to. Don't put your
Yeah.
hand in place yet. But first put your So first put the keyhole, the blowhole, this thing to your left, okay? So and then put this hand under. Put your left hand under and your right hand over, okay? Now you put in
Yeah,
place.
Benjamin,
So,
it looks like that, Benjamin.
yeah, it looks like that. So another way, instead of like skipping, put like my band teacher uses. So skip, plop, plop. So see, skip, plop, plop, like that.
And then just rest your pinky on the little pinky
Yeah,
thing.
on the like little extra thing right there.
Yeah, and when I do the skip flop thing, like my pinky can't reach the last one.
Skip, plop, skip, plop, plop. So can you get these three fingers
Okay,
down?
so skip, plop, skip, plop, plop. Yeah,
Mm-hmm. And then can you fit?
that.
Yeah. And remember, you're holding it something like this. So like, try to see if you can fit your fingers on the flute like that, holding it out kind of over here.
Okay, but what about my right?
Yeah. First, Benjamin, do you have your left hand?
Yes.
Hold on, let me full screen your thing. Doop-a-doop-a. Yeah, that looks really good. I completely forgot I could double click to full screen. Jane, could you do it again? I have your thing bigger now so I can actually see it.
Okay.
Alright. Oh, I forgot. You want to have your fingers in the middle of your pads. And these little button pressy things, we call them pads, by the way. So, like, if you pretend you have holes in your pads, you would want to cover them. Yeah, so let me see. Skip, plop, plop, pinky. Yeah, that's really good. All right, so right hand's a bit easier. So you guys see, you have this like weird thing. It makes one of your skips go down if you press it. You go to the one to the right, and then 1, 2, 3, pinky on that thing right by the lollipop. 1, 2, 3, pinky, and your thumb just kind of rests somewhere over here. And like you can see that I have these 3 holes. That's where your fingers are supposed to go. 1, 2, 3, pinky, and remember to cover your pads. For Jane, 1, 2, 3, pinky. Yeah, that looks right. And Benjamin, whenever you're ready. 1. No. Move them one space to the right. Yeah. Remember, you see, you have this like weird thing that kind of curves out, you want to be one space to the right from that. And yeah, that looks right now. And if you combine both of them together, you can kind of like wiggle waggle your fingers on the keys, pads, whatever you want to call them, to kind of like familiarize yourself with what a flute should feel like holding. All right. And remember, your thumb goes down here, and like there's sort of this space in the middle of your hand that rests the flute on. Like the flute kind of rests here. And you can do that. All right, does anyone have any questions about how to hold your flute? All right, so Jane, I guess you can go ahead and go first and try playing a note. Just
Okay.
like you don't need to worry about like any specific fingerings or like notes pressed down, just get a sound out, you know.
Oh wait, I forgot to turn on original sound.
Oh, like the noise canceling thing?
Yeah, Zoom automatically does the noise canceling.
Yeah.
Wait.
You might be blowing a bit too like right into it. When you're holding the flute, you want to almost be able to see the hole. Something like
Okay.
that, you know.
Wait, give me a second.
One way to do it like a bit more easily, you might like roll in and out just to find the perfect position. Like for example, if you can't get it, just
Okay,
you
I
see,
think
so
I
like
got
if
it.
you roll in and out, you might find a better position for your flute to be in.
今天的中午饭不好吃。
Wait. Can you give me a minute or something?
Yeah, sure. Let's take like just a bit to like, you know, practice on your own.
Okay, come on. Okay.
I still think you're rolling too much in, but you got a sound out, which is really nice. Yeah, try rolling out a tiny bit when you're playing, Jane.
Okay. I can't get it.
Alright, so let's work on like posture a tiny bit. When you're playing, you want to like look straight ahead and like not lean too much. Just like if it dips a bit, it's fine, but like yeah, look straight ahead and that can help a bit.
I got a little sound out.
Oh, what about you, Benjamin? Anything you're having trouble with? Yeah, apparently flute's like one of the hardest instruments to start making a sound on. Like even when I first started, it took like it took a while to like get a sound out consistently. And even if you're playing, try to have you unmuted, because if I listen to like what's going wrong, I might be able to help you with what's happening. All right, Jane, so I think you're still rolling in a bit too much. So like when
Well,
we're
I
saying,
find it kind of hard to play a tune if I like make it like this.
hmm, uh, like you find it hard to make a sound if you play like that, rolling out?
Yeah, like if I make it like rolling out, it's harder for me to make a sound because like when I play, I feel like it's easier like when my upper lip is like closer to the flute, like this.
I guess, yeah. Valentina says she can try to help. Sure, see if you can give any advice that I don't remember.
I think you first of all need to teach mouthing shape, because sometimes if you blow like this, if you blow like, if your like mouth too open, then it won't have enough space. Like it won't have enough like air to flow through the whole flute. So you have to like keep your mouth like only just a tiny bit of a mouth, like the mouth open. So like that. It's just like a tiny bit. And another thing is, so basically, just look straight and then use the flute to like put it up to your bottom lip. Don't like try to like do that. Don't like put your head to the flute. Let the flute go to you instead. It's easier that way, and put it under your lip, and then you can try to like. But I think the most important part is the mouthing shape, most of
Yeah,
all.
and also a way to like sort of visualize the mouthing shape is imagine you sucking on a straw. Like the way your mouth is shaped there, the way your muscles are kind of pressing in, except instead of sucking in air, obviously you're pushing out air. And yeah, Valentino?
I know a better way. So when you have when your mom makes hot soup, you have to like blow on a spoon, right? You have to blow on a spoon, right? So what happens if you blow too hard? It spits, like you spit the soup into someone else's face. So what you don't want to do is blow too hard. But if you blow too little, then it won't cool. So you have to blow just the right temperature, but you have to blow with um like uh like closed lips, but it has to have like at least just a tiny bit air like blowing through.
Yeah,
So
that's a really
yeah.
good analogy. Uh, Benjamin, can you try turning your sound cancellation thing off in settings? Zoom settings? It's settings audio suppress background noise to like low. Because right now it's kind of just cutting off after you do the first tongue, do the first sound.
It was on high.
Oh, yeah, that might have been why. Just maybe. say something, Valentina?
Yeah, for Benjamin, I think your upper lip's a bit too out. So basically, you're like, and that it's gonna like that's not gonna completely fit like right into the hole. And second thing is you don't like when you play, don't do like duck lips. Like you're supposed to like tighten your lips and then just like kind of like if you're smiling, except your lips are almost closed. So like, except you don't smile that much. You're like that. So because if you do that, there's more air to control. But if you have your mouth like more bigger, more open, then the air will go like bigger and everywhere, then it won't go through the flute.
And Benjamin, I actually do hear you pushing air through the flute and like over the flute, which is good. Like obviously if you blow straight into it and you blow all the air into it, that's not going to work. That's not how a flute works. A lot of the air actually goes over the hole. So yeah, that's good. It just now it just takes practice and figuring out what the heck you're supposed to do with like your mouth and your rolling. Yeah, Valentina?
Because you might be blowing too hard. Oh, you might be blowing too hard because so basically whenever you when you hear a little sound, basically stay right there and go from the lowest, like the really smaller to the biggest, like the highest, like quickest air. So like this. Like see sometimes yeah it's high pitch, but if you blow too hard then you don't have any sound at all. No, sorry. So basically what you need to do is just after you have a little sound, just keep on just like doing like keep on like blowing air like at different ranges, seeing if like see if you have like too less of an air or too much of an air.
Mostly because you're able to get a sound out even if you're not using much air at all. So you just want to have like a really tight mouth shape, if that makes any sense. Blow on that soup super duper hard. Well, okay, so the blow on soup analogy is weird because you could have a really loose mouth, but also blow really hard. That's why I like the straw one personally, because that makes you remind yourself to like push in. You know. Mm-hmm. Jane's got it. Got some noises out. And whenever you do get a noise out, you want to kind of remember what you were doing when you were getting that noise out, and you want to try to remember to do that next time. Alright, let's try something. Take off your head joint. And that actually makes it easier, I think. Yeah.
I've done it before in my house. I've done it
yeah.
before.
So a little fun fact about like instruments, wind instruments especially, is like while you guys are practicing, just to give you guys a fun fact. Hold on. Yeah, the shorter. Wait a minute, that doesn't seem right. But basically, how high or low the sound is depends on how long the instrument is. That's why we have all these holes in our flute. We can, by doing this, we can basically control how long our instrument is, and by that, we can control, like, you know, pitch. Pitch is just what we call how high or low a note is. And if, because you don't have holes on just your head joint, you can kind of use your finger to, you know, make different sounds out of it.
Wait, what's that like thing that you're moving?
Just my finger, like, you know, makes the
Oh,
noise.
okay.
Yeah. Benjamin, try to keep your flute close to like flat. Flat or like maybe a bit down. But preferably just perfectly flat. Yeah, I heard a bit of a sound there, Benjamin. Try different angles, like rolling in and things. Yeah, I just heard like a bit of a noise there. Mhm. Benjamin, it kind of looks like you're trying to blow into the flute. You're more or less just blowing forwards, not into the hole. So try that. Hmm. All right. So try this, Benjamin. Pretend you're sucking on a straw, right? You want to like tighten your mouth a bit to make sure the straw doesn't fall out or anything. And then, but instead of sucking in air, you want to push out air. And try doing that like as hard as you can. And see if that makes a noise. And like the lower part of your lip should go a bit over, just a bit over the hole. Should like hang over. Okay.
那涂错汗，没时间。
Hey, what grades are you guys in again?
What if he accidentally whistle while like you're doing like blowing into this, like blowing?
That's interesting. I don't actually know how to whistle, but it's technically not like anything bad, I guess.
没时间。
我是真的是这样。I'm going to get a drink of water.
All right, sure. Oh, so flute maintenance. Benjamin, can I see what's inside your case, or can I just see your case? Hmm. Okay, yeah, I see that cleaning rod, like, hold on. Um, I see your this thing. Yeah. Do you have something like this or like this? Oh, right. Yeah, I saw you using that. All right. So, it's recommended if there's like, because if you blow a lot, your air coming out has water in it, so there might be water inside of your head joint. One thing you can do at the end of your practices, where did mine go? Is there's a hole at the top of this. We call this a cleaning rod. There's a hole at the top of it, and you can kind of, yeah, string it in and use it to wipe out the water. And class is gonna be ending soon. I'm gonna put like a bit of sort of homework on the Google Classroom. Probably like actually I'll talk about that when Jane's back. Hey, hello. So yeah, you got that cleaning rod too. So remember to try to wrap it, put it into that hole and wrap the top, because otherwise, because some people even have metal cleaning rods, so that might scratch up your flute. So cover the top with your cloth and then just kind of wipe off the inside with that. And you can, your flute's not that like fragile. It won't like erode or anything if you don't do this. It's just kind of recommended something to do at the end of your practices. Um I have two because I don't know, they just decided to send me two. This white one's for wiping up wet things, and this one's for polishing, like cleaning the flute. If you have one, they probably have the same use. It's whatever. Where'd Jane go? Oh, alright. And one last thing to teach for the class. So this is the whole end of your rod, right? On the other end, there should be a bunch of like lines. It's really hard to see, but like, yeah, you can see it. Yeah. Oh, Jane, you might have the same exact one as me. And it looks like Benjamin probably has those too. But yeah, there's that little line. That's so that if you put it inside your flute, the line end, and put it all the way to the end. I don't know. I wonder if I have a flashlight or anything. It's really hard to see. You guys can probably see for yourself, but yeah, that line at the end's supposed to match up exactly with the middle of the hole. And that's because this, you can turn right. There's a bit of cork inside. I don't know. But basically, turning this around makes your flute, there's a bit of cork in here that makes it like go up and down. And you remember what we said before about if the flute's longer or shorter, it's going to sound different. It's going to be higher or lower. So doing this, you basically never have to do it. It's going to stay the same way, but maybe like, I don't know, 5 years later when things start like deteriorating a bit, it might be cool to check that your flute's still in the same place. And you guys probably already know how to pack up your flute. If you don't, go ahead and ask me. Oh, is that your mom doing it or something, Benjamin?
Yeah, that's my mom.
Does your mom play flute?
No.
How long has she tried getting the sound out?
Probably
5 minutes.
A what?
5 minutes.
Nice. Yeah, some people get it really, really fast. Some people just take forever. It's everyone gets it eventually if you put time into it. All right,
If you
what
do.
else? All right, we're a bit over time. I'll probably put like a tiny bit of sort of homework in the Google Classroom, just like, I
Okay.
don't know, maybe 20 more minutes of practicing flute and
Okay.
practicing getting the sound out. And I'll put like maybe yeah, resources for where to put your fingers and stuff like that. So if no one has any more questions, I'm going to be ending the meeting here. So any questions?
No. Thank you.
All right, you're welcome. Bye everyone.
Thank you. Bye.
I really hope this
Bye.
saves the recording. Bye.